All right, so we're going to have the moon entering Leo. So this is going to be Mars on Earth, fire on Earth, because it's exalted in Aries. So that means we have Venus in Aries. That means we also got Chiron in Aries. So you're vulnerable and open to making mistakes when it comes to your relationships, the things you valuing, the people, places, and things that you are entertaining, and of course, whatever you're reacting and responding to, you can make mistakes in these energies. But also, you can use these energies as an advantage to get you to the next step, getting one step closer to the full moon, which will be in Scorpio. Which means whatever you manifested, you keep these things hidden and you hide somewhere, hide in the dark somewhere, clairvoyant somewhere, and you'll be experiencing what truly happened towards you in the past, wherever you got Scorpio in your charts. Now, when we got this moon and Leo energies, and we got the sun and Taurus energies, this is a square. This is a learning aspect between what you're fixating on when it comes to practicality and stability, and it comes to what you're reacting and feel comfortable on needing attention, love, or needing the feeling to basically give off attention. And when it comes to these two aspects, we're dealing with a square moon. So you need to be learning right now about what you're paying attention to and what you are extremely reacting and responding to. For me, this is a tug of war, which means that the moon, yeah, it feels comfortable with giving off energy, with giving off activity, but the sun want to pay attention towards not putting too much light or too shine too much on that perspective. Even though we're dealing with the sun and Taurus feminine perspectives, we're dealing with the moon and Leo masculine energies right here. So this is the mother and father at conflict. The mother want to, stay in the house, gain stability and comfortability. Leo, the father, want to go out, experience. He want to expand. He want to get out of mundane for a little bit. He want to basically entertain for a little bit. He want to get on stage. He want to be Chris Rock. He want to get snuff. He want to get snuff from Will Smith. He want to basically do something creative. He want to do something very gifted and very talented. So what that takes us to the aspects of learning how to feel comfortable during this time when it comes to your creativities, your talents, your gifts, what you're expressing, the drama you're presenting. And of course, by you utilizing these energies, you'll be putting yourself into the right shoes, the right mechanisms, the right points of views, the right perspectives, the right ways of endeavoring how you're going to basically project your images during these 2-day phases before we get into the moon in Virgo, which is going to basically be you looking at the details of what you planted when the moon was in Leo. When it comes to your stage, what seeds did you plant on the stage? A good seed on the stage or bad seeds on the stage? Because you were the one that's going to basically be the one helping and providing the seeds to others during this time when it comes to your work ethics and how you gain some form of comfortability in your life versus you're going to be worrying about the bad seeds you planted, but you're going to basically develop some health issues with the moon in Virgo. So this is the time to basically start utilizing these energies. Now, wherever you have Leo at in your chart, this is going to be the area, the location, and this is going to be your territory, your neighborhood, and how you feel comfortable with being in. Now, if it's in your first house, your personality, your persona, your personal creativity, your talents, your gifts, the way you express yourself, the way you dress, your appearance, your personal appearance need to be expressed. It need to be in some form of self-centeredness. It needs to be expressed and utilized in some form of the world or some form of stage, or get your ass into your creative endeavors, broadcasting perspectives, and all that energies. Now, you got Aries in your ninth house. Add a little bit of spirituality with that shit, and everything will basically correlate with you, because that's going to be the gift. Now, if you got this in your second house, you're going to be placed into a circumstance, a situation of valuing the creativity, or valuing yourself, or valuing what you have to offer when it comes to material resources, your talents, your gifts, your creativity, or whatever you have inside of you. Even though this is the second house, so this is I have. So whatever you have to express, instrument or anything of that matter, go ahead and go outside, or anything that's dealing with the form of creativity or talent. So that's something that can basically gain attention or give off attention. You need to go ahead and express that. Put some form of creativity, talents, and gifts in that perspective. And you're going to have Aries in your 10th house. That's going to lead you towards your status, your career, your goals, and of course, whatever you're trying to build in that perspective. Now, if you got this in your 3rd house, the way you think, communicate, analyze, and of course, the way you express yourself when it comes to your ideas, and when it comes to your environment, your surroundings, your friends and shit. Talk to your environment. Talk to the things that's in your environment or your surroundings during this time. The grass, the trees, and shit like that. For me, utilize that magic in that shit. Because this is going to basically help you towards Venus and Aries in your 11th house. For me, you get associations, your groups, or whatever you have to offer to them. So you're going to attract good energies in that perspective. Now, when you got that in your 4th house, you're going to be placed into a circumstance situation of putting some fun enjoyment towards a foundation, a home, a family, a private endeavor. Feel me? Make sure you doing this behind closed doors or somewhere where you can basically form some comfortability in that. But if it's out in the open, it's gonna feel kind of like vulnerable in that situation. So if you got this in your 4th house, you need to put your energies and your talents, your gifts, your creativity towards your home, your family, or be the center of attention when it comes to your home and family during this time. Basically, what's going to help you is going to be your dreams, your imagination. Whatever dreams that you're trying to manifest and bring down to existence, that's going to pretty much help you during this time with Venus in your Aries in your 12th house. Now, if you got this in your 5th house, you're going to be placed into a circumstance situation of having all the power and control to basically express your hobbies, your gifts, or things that you do on a day-to-day basis. Feel me? Put some fun and enjoyment and some form of romance in that perspective too, in that area too. And what's going to basically help you out is going to be your Venus and Aries in your 1st house, which is your personality, your personal sound. You're going to attract good personal endeavors into your personal life if you utilize the moon energies and utilize the Venus and Aries energies to basically correlate that trine, that gift that you basically have when it comes to this transit that's going into the sky during this perspective too. If you put your energy and talent towards that, you're going to be in a space and location to gravitate. Now, if you got Moon and Leo in your 6th house, this is the house of work, the house of responsibilities, the house of dedication, the house of worrying. Now, you're going to be worrying about your creativity and your talents, feel me? This is the earth. This is going to bring some form of fire on earth when it comes to your... Well, it's going to be some hell on earth. Hell on earth. Hell will be considered fire. A whole lot of hotness, a whole lot of steam. But, of course, it's going to put you into a circumstance situation to put on a whole lot of creativity, talents, and gifts and creativity towards your work ethics. And, of course, how you work and correlate with your co-workers and, of course, the people, places, and things that you provide service to. Now, this will also be utilized for OnlyFans, too. So basically in this house, what you basically need to do is express some form of creativity, some talents that's going to basically put on stage where you can basically gravitate good attention. And then when it comes to your 2nd house and Venus and Aries, you're going to gravitate a whole lot of material, a whole lot of resources when it comes to utilizing these energies and correlating the two together. 7th house, you're going to be placed into a circumstance situation of feeling the need to basically be around people, places, and things that gravitates attention, or feeling the need to basically gravitate towards a relationship that someone that's very famous or have all the creativity and talents. Now, what's going to basically help you out is reacting and responding and giving energy and attention towards the things you relate to and the people, places, and things that you relate to when it comes to your relationships. Also, what's going to basically help you is going to be the things that you're going to attract within your environment and in your surroundings, or the friends and perspectives that you basically utilize when it comes to how you can relate with this. Now, if you got to your 8th house, you're going to be placed into a circumstantial situation of putting yourself into situations of getting deeply rooted towards attention when it comes to your sexual urges, your sexual passions, your desires, your manipulation tactics, and of course, greed. Now, this house is kind of like exalted. This house is exalted. I mean, Leo is exalted to this house, so you may go to the extreme. So whatever you're trying to do, try to keep private, try to keep hidden. Stay down until you come up. And when you do this, you can manifest a brand new house during this time. For me, if you keep your secrets entitled and keep that shit concealed. Now, 9th house, you're going to be placed into a circumstance situation, feeling the need to basically express your beliefs, your creativities, or the things that you're preaching and teaching about. For me, get on stage and express that shit. Because that's going to basically help you when it comes to your creativity, your talents, your gifts, and your alternative natives when it comes to your Venus and Aries in your 5th house. Now, if you got this in your 10th house, your career, your status, your career, your business, your goals, be known for something during this time. Put that out there, broadcast that shit. And what's going to help you is going to be things that you can basically work with on a day-to-day basis, which can be your daily routine when it comes to your work ethics. 11th house, your associations, the people, places, and things that's in your circle, your groups. Create a music video or some shit. Or do something. Y'all all can come into a group together. Or do a fucking manifestation ritual or some shit like that. What's going to basically help y'all is it's going to be the people, places, and things that relate towards y'all Venus and Aries in your 7th house. So last but not least, you got this motherfucker in your 12th house. Your dreams, imagination, creativity, and talents. You basically need to communicate and, of course, let the universe work through you during this time. You could be a good vessel. What you need to do is basically subconsciously get your subconscious right. This way, when your 8th house comes with Aries in there, you have real deep desires, real passion and motivation towards gaining control.